What is up, Last War family? It is that time again. We are in season, and I'll say this, that this typically works for all the seasons that we're about to go over today. But before we get into that, please do like, subscribe, and share. This is OMFG Joe from Server 379. We're going to break down today which buildings of the season buildings for Season 3 you should upgrade first, and at what level should you upgrade them to. Please do also consider membership. Members get to get access to these videos early. If it's a video I don't post immediately, which is the case for most of the videos, they're typically uploaded the next day after. I do my best to try to make sure that I'm uploading a secondary video that is ad-free for you members. Please do continue to just comment anything new that you guys would like inside of videos that y'all would like for me to make. Let's go over these season buildings. So there's multiple ones here. Now there is a new one, so let's go over that one first. It is the Protector's Field. So the Protector's Field, obviously, though these season buildings always go away after you start them, I don't necessarily think you have to upgrade this one immediately. I did. I don't know if it was the best to do that immediately, but Protector's limits, it increases the amount of the protectors that you can acquire and have in your drill ground, if you will. These protectors are going to allow you to do heavier hitting. Most people will need to upgrade this, in my opinion, by week 4 when the fighting starts. And then you'll need a few people that will upgrade them before that. All right, so do not upgrade it past, we've been told by multiple people, do not upgrade it past level 10. You're not ready for that. I don't remember what happens at this point, but I know there's an issue with upgrading it past level 10. Let's talk about the next thing. So first thing is you've got to be able to get, these season buildings have got to be able to be activated by your server. So if you go into your season here, your server overall during week 1 has to do enough of the donating of iron, bread, food, and or diamonds and coin, of course, to be able to unlock all of these. So the first one is unlocking your Protector's Field up here at the top. Then you're going to be unlocking your Ancient Tech Curse Research Lab. You're going to be unlocking after that your Blessed Fountain, okay? Then we'll be able to get new, more stuff into the next day, and we'll talk about those at a later time. But for right now, let's go ahead and go back. Once that has been unlocked, you have, of course, the ability to acquire, and if you look at this, the weekly pass. I think the weekly pass is always a good idea. If you are someone who spends at least $5 here and there on the game, it's definitely worth doing for your season play. But we're talking about right now which ones you should be upgrading first, and to be able to get these, you have to be able to get each level to level 15. So your first one, even if you purchase the season one, the weekly one, you want to upgrade your Blessed Fountain 1 to level 15 and then stop, okay? There's a secondary reason for that later, but what that does for you is there are 4 of them to be able to acquire. So 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th one is inside of there. You've got a 4th one that you can acquire, and you could have a total of 5, or of course just having 4 if you're a free-to-play player. But the reason you want to upgrade this to 15 and stop is because once you've got that and stopped, then your Blessed Fountain 2 becomes available to go ahead and do. Then you're going to upgrade that one to level 15 and stop again. That makes your Blessing Fountain, I said Blessed, but I meant Blessing Fountain 3. And then you're going to upgrade that one to 15. Once you've upgraded that one to 15, let's see if we've got enough mithril. We don't right now. Once you've upgraded that to level 15, you're going to be able to acquire your Blessed Fountain 4, and then at that point, you can go ahead and start upgrading evenly. Once you've gotten that one to 15, you can go ahead and feel comfortable upgrading the weekly pass one up past that level as well. I did go ahead and bump mine up, and I probably should have held off, but I'll show you something real quickly that does, made me go ahead and do it. I did stop at that point though, once I got it to level 7. If you look at this, if you go and look at the numbers on it, right now I'm getting 720 at the amount of the output for the water. You're going to see that here. So 5,760 minus 5,040 is going to give me a total of 720 produced per hour. When you get to the higher levels, you get to that to the higher levels on it, that's going to drop down to only 300 produced, or excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I said that completely wrong. I'm sorry. Forget what I said. When you get to the higher levels, I was looking at the power. I apologize. It should be the same amount. Let me do the math on it. It always has been in previous seasons. Let's go ahead and look at that. 11,520 minus 10,800. 720 again. So each level is going to be at 720. So since each level is going to be at 720, you don't want to spend extra getting this one up. This one's going to cost me 137,137 of my mithril, where upgrading the level 7 is only taking 34,398. If both are going to be equal in amount of production, there's no reason to upgrade one of them faster than the others. So you want to upgrade evenly, except for the one caveat is the weekly pass, save it and wait, because you need to open the other one. So once you've gotten all 4 of the ones that come with the season unlocked, you're going to want to unlock then you can start upgrading the weekly one up to 15, and then I would just go evenly just down the line at that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're someone who is a free-to-play player, very low to pay, but you do buy the weekly and you're just not sure about the rest of it, that's something, and you're not sure if you're going to keep on buying the weekly every single week, I would consider upgrading the weekly absolutely last at that point, then even skipping that on these others. Get it to level 15 because it's going to be cheaper that way. But then if you know you're going to punt it, I would just punt it completely at that point and maybe bring it back later. It will stay at the same level. So we're doing all of this on those to be able to get the Cursed Research Lab up, because like in every season, you've got to get your resistance level. We knew it was for warmth for the virus before. It was the virus just itself. In Season 1, virus would make you cold and freeze and die. In Season 2, and then here in Season 3, it's the curse resistance. So you got to get that curse resistance up high enough to be able to kill your doom, your stronghold monsters that are the golden annihilators now. And that's that damage resistance that is the problem. So if you go and look at this now, you may go, oh, we've got people on our team that are way stronger than the 15 million. Well, right now, I'm currently at a reduction of 99.9%. So my hit with my top squad, or let's just say my second squad, because it's at a flat 40 million roughly. So at 40 million, if you do that math times the 0.0, it's 0.00 or 0.01. It's all a percentage still, so it's going to be 0.001. All right. So, and then multiply that times. This is awful. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. But 40 million times a percentage of 0.1%. 0.1% is what you're multiplying it times at that point, right? It's only going to be 400,000 is what your March is. That's brutal. 40 million March turns to 400,000. So you got to get your resistance levels up. But only the rally leader on these needs to be resistance level up. So I advise taking your top 2 to 5 people that are your strongest and bumping their resistance up as fast as possible by going ahead and getting your any of your times where you've got one of those digs that pops up from running elite, that pops up and it's a dig specifically for giving one of the season resources. And this counts for all seasons, okay? But when you get that, you're going to want to gift that to your top people, because the faster they get up, the faster they can help everybody else. All right, so that's going to be it for this one. This was for the season buildings. We'll go ahead and break down more of this exciting new desert-themed season here soon. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is OMFG Joe from Server 379 signing out.